Major decision. I'm going to drastically reduce the amount of Coke I drink or completely stop. And no, it's not because of the reasons you are thinking. We all know that Coke can be used as a cleaning agent to remove grease and rust and blood stains and oil stains, but that's not the reason why I'm stopping. Coke, due to its acidic nature, can dissolve even very hard materials. But again, no, that's not the reason why I am stopping. Here are the 5 reasons why I will drastically reduce or even stop drinking Coke completely. I don't want to be addicted to anything not helpful to me. Coke has the ability to cause strong physical dependence. That means it could get to a point where you just can't do without drinking Coke, especially because I know the implication on my health, on my finances, on my social life, my mental health. See, there are some persons that get addicted to drinking Coke and even have withdrawal symptoms, just like we have with addiction to cocaine and other substances, even though it is milder form of addiction, but it's still there. So they begin to shake, to sweat, to find it difficult to concentrate and have mood swings when they don't drink Coke. 2 substances in Coke makes it addictive. 1, caffeine. Caffeine has strong addictive properties, and when they don't take it, we have caffeineism, or the withdrawal symptoms due to physical dependence and addiction. And the second reason why Coke is that addictive is sugar. It keeps you coming back for more again and again. I don't want such dependence and addiction in my life. Coke drinking might cause subtle malnutrition. It's subtle, you might not know. And most people think malnutrition is only when we have maybe kwashiorkor or some kids in a war zone in Africa. No, you can look healthy outwardly, but you are deficient of some important nutrients or even malnourished, because Coke drinking replaces the regular healthy eating, especially when you take it with snacks. Some of the daily required nutrients will not be supplied. And you might think this should only affect children and growing kids. No, a lot of adults are lacking in some of the basic and important nutrients and chemicals they need. No, I don't want something competing with the balanced diet that will supply all the nutrients and the hormones that I need to live healthy and optimally. No. Weight gain, belly fat, obesity have been linked to regular Coke drinking. Coke contains a high amount of sugar, about 10 cubes of sugar in a can of Coke, except of course Diet Coke and Coke Zero, which have artificial sweeteners which may even be worse. High processed sugar intake generally has been linked and associated with poor fat metabolism, improper fat distribution. In fact, one 8-year study found that people who drank Coke regularly almost doubled their risk of being overweight, and this is because Coke stimulates hunger hormones, alters the sweet taste receptors, trigger dopamine receptors in the brain. This will eventually lead to unhealthy eating, unhealthy lifestyle, increase in sugar intake, and so I'm concerned about my body, about my weight, about obesity, serious teeth problems and bone problems. And you see, I've already lost a tooth. I don't want to lose more. We all know that Coke is acidic, and this makes it dangerous to our bones and our teeth. And no, I won't bother you with all of the chemistry on how this happens. Just know that prolonged consumption of Coke leads to wearing away and erosion of the hard part of the teeth, leaving the sensitive and delicate part inside exposed, because it contains both phosphoric and citric acid. And so regular intake of Coke could lead to slight yellowish coloration of the teeth, cracking of the teeth, pain in the teeth, and this shocking sensation you get when eating hot or cold foods, to larger gaps in between the teeth, holes in the teeth, and changes in the teeth shape. This, apart from the discomfort, could lead to serious and major dental problems. And something similar happens to the bones too. In females, taking high amount of Coke for a long period of time can actually soften your bones, lower bone mineral density. And this means that because the bones are soft, they become weak and can easily fracture or break with little force applied to them, especially as your age progresses. Hypertension, heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, diabetes. I don't want any of these. And no, drinking Coke does not directly cause all of these. And we're not saying that if you drink Coke, you must have this. We're only talking about risk here. Regular Coke drinking increases the risk of some of these major health problems. Increases the risk of developing high blood pressure and stroke by 9%. And people who drink more than 7 glasses per week in fact double their risk of developing kidney disease, but the sugar sweetened ones have an even higher risk, 43% of developing diabetes. For example, in men with a high intake of sugar, it affects their fat metabolism, which eventually affects their hormones, especially some of these male sexual hormones. And if you click here, you watch a video where I show you a natural solution to help you supplement some of those chemicals like nitric oxide, zinc, which eventually will help with some of the male hormones like testosterone. Natural, safe way for you to balance your male hormones. Take charge of your health and happiness, and I'll see you in the next video.